Hi, this is Diana Stanley, Senior Support Engineer with GitLab, and I'm here with Sid, our CEO. We were discussing how we could modify our documentation to make it easier for customers to understand how to deploy GitLab in their environments. So we started looking at the page, and Sid found a number of issues that we could fix quickly to make it more clear what customers need to do.
Yeah, Diana said that there were lots of customers approaching us with questions like, what kind of architecture do I need? And that our answer is like, what do you want? And now it's great that GitLab can be deployed in many different ways, but I think we should get a bit more prescriptive about it. Diana also noticed that a lot of customers that don't really need HA because they use it with very few users still want HA. And we think after looking at the scalability page that it is a poor job of kind of guiding people towards what's the best for them. For example, the whole page makes no mention of like just put Omnibus on the server and make sure you have backups, which should, if you run a GitLab with 10 or 100 and maybe even 1,000 users, that's probably the best idea. It doesn't talk about that. Also, I wrote the first version of this page 5 years ago, probably, the high availability page. And it was also kind of meant to educate about the different types of scaling you can do. But maybe we should make sure that we only recommend the type of scaling that's appropriate considering the size of an installation. And right now the page does a poor job at that. And go ahead.
We also have areas where we mention like GCP node sizes, but we don't mention any AWS equivalents. So that would help people who want to use a different cloud provider.
Yeah, so instead of testing everything on AWS before we make any changes, let's add the relevant nodes and see, at least give people some of an idea of how that can be done. There's more small stuff. For example, we say at some point Gitaly or NFS. Well, we know that NFS is not usable by everything yet.
We also have a section on GitLab components where we don't link to the actual components. An easy fix there.
Yeah, and I think the different types of architecture, yeah, maybe that should be part of one of the sizes. Like if you go over a certain size, then it talks about how you can further split it up compared to the next one, but we should kind of bundle that in with the number of users.
I think that would be a good start to making a better page.
Yeah, so, and not to forget that the start would be like add the simple configurations. What should I do with 10 and 100 and 1,000 users? So basically this should be our reference architecture page, not our scaling page, because scaling is an outcome of like how many users you have normally. And it says reference architecture recommendations. Probably you can make that shorter, just call it reference architecture. That is a recommendation. People are free to do whatever they want, but we should get a bit more prescriptive and also make sure it's linked from our docs in all the relevant places. Everywhere where we have installation instructions, link people to the reference architecture page.
Great, Sid. Thanks for looking at this with me.
Yeah, thanks for bringing it up. Appreciate it.